Emma had always been different. While the others partied, chased trends, and obsessed over popularity, she spent afternoons in the library, sketching designs on scraps of paper. She wore second-hand clothes, lived in a small apartment with her widowed mother, and rarely spoke unless spoken to. That was enough for people like Brittany Hayes and her group to single her out. "Why are you dressed like a grandma?" they would jeer. "She'll probably end up working at some gas station." Another boy, Tyler Brooks, would add. Emma simply lowered her head and pretended not to hear. The only person who was ever kind to her was Michael Turner, a quiet boy who shared her love for art. He often sat beside her in the library and told her, "Don't let them decide who you are." But after graduation, life swept them in different directions. Michael went abroad for studies. Emma worked 3 jobs while attending night classes in fashion design. She had dreams too big to fit into the narrow opinions of Crestwood High. 10 years later, in the cozy little town of Crestwood, the former, cool kids, were planning their 10-year reunion. Brittany, now a part-time influencer with a struggling online presence, scrolled through her old class list. When she saw Emma's name, her lips curled. "Let's invite her," she laughed. "Just imagine the look on her face when she walks in, same loser, same boring clothes." Tyler joined in. "Yeah, she probably still lives in that tiny apartment near the tracks." They sent her the invitation, not out of nostalgia, but cruelty. They expected her to ignore it. Instead, Emma read the message, exhaled deeply, and smiled. Her company, EC Designs, had just secured a multi-million-dollar deal in New York. She had studios in 3 countries, a team of over 100 employees, and her designs had walked international fashion runways. But none of that mattered compared to what this moment meant. She had survived the years that were meant to break her. She decided she would go. The arrival no one expected. The reunion was held at Crestwood Country Club. Luxury cars lined the parking lot. Inside, people mingled, comparing careers, finances, marriages, and losses. "Do you think Emma will actually show up?" Brittany asked, sipping her wine. "If she does, she'll probably come on a bike," Tyler snickered. Just then, a tremendous roar filled the sky. Everyone rushed outside. A helicopter hovered above the lawn, its landing skids touching down gently. The door opened, and out stepped Emma Carter. Elegant, confident, dressed in a designer gown she had crafted herself. The woman who once walked with hunched shoulders now stood tall, every step radiating grace. Gasps rippled through the crowd. "Wait, that's Emma, she looks like a celebrity." "No way, that can't be her, can it?" Brittany felt her throat tighten. Tyler swallowed hard. Emma gave them a warm, gentle smile, the same softness she had as a shy teenager, now strengthened by years of rising above. "Hello, everyone," she said. "It's been a long time." But behind her smile was a storm of memories. As the evening went on, people swarmed her, asking questions, exaggerating old friendships, pretending they had never laughed at her. But Emma didn't complain. She didn't lash out. She simply spoke with kindness. Still, deep inside, she remembered every moment of their cruelty. Later that night, she stepped outside to breathe. And someone followed. Emma, she turned. It was Michael Turner. He wasn't the awkward boy she remembered. He had become a successful architect, tall and warm-eyed, with the same gentle smile that once gave her strength. "You made it," she said softly. "I saw the helicopter," he laughed. Hard to miss. They talked for hours, about dreams, failures, lost moments, and how life rarely unfolds the way we expect. Michael apologized for not being there for her more. "You don't owe me anything," Emma said. "You were the only person who was ever kind to me." As they stood under the quiet night sky, she realized something. She wasn't here for revenge. She was here for closure. The confrontation. Inside, Brittany finally approached, forcing a smile. "Emma, wow, you look great. So happy for your success."